Posseshot podcast.
This is a full-blown
Don't say
jump
it,
into
bro.
it.
Bushtucker man's good.
Jump into
Steve
it.
Irwin's
Audacity.
Steve Irwin's good. Oh, I don't want to go slander fucking
I'm not slandering him.
couple of
You
years.
you hit the button.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to. You don't want to go slandering. You hit the button on me when I'm talking about it. Let's do it. Exactly.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah. Talk about it.
I'll fire up a dart.
Let's talk about it. I'll fucking talk about it till the fucking cows come home.
Tell me, because I'm here to defend and watch over.
Pull the mic over.
Yo.
What's up? What's up?
What's up?
Now, wait a second, that delay's still on from the thing. Okay, so pretty much why we're here is we're going to talk about let's talk about it. They want to talk about Tesla. They want to talk about Elon, do the recon. We're going to talk about some Aussie legends, all that sort of stuff, right? Yeah. So pretty much what we're talking about is Bushtucker Man. I love Bushtucker Man.
He's great, bro. You were just showing me a video of him showing some hieroglyphs, talking about like Arnhem Land, and it was quite insightful.
Dutch settlement.
Dutch settlements.
The lost Dutch settlement.
And I made the comment that you and the Bushtucker Man are very similar, and you come off the same cloth, okay?
Yeah.
Of leaving people with informative pieces about the environment and true history about the land. And then I went on to say that, I tell you what, it would have been sick if you and Steve Irwin met too, because he comes from the same cloth.
It's not the same cloth though. That's what I'm arguing.
And then you went on to say, and then we stopped there and started the podcast. So tell me, what were you going to say, Carney?
I was about to say, for real,
For real.
Steve Irwin's not the same cloth as Bushtucker Man. Completely different cloth. People only want to throw him in there.
Man.
What do you mean? People
Come
will...
on,
Oh
man.
my God. People out there will attest to this. Steve Irwin and Bushtucker Man are totally different things.
No, bro.
Oh,
No,
people...
I got to disagree there, bro, because
Steve Irwin that hangs in the outback to the same
Steve
guy.
Irwin came off the cloth of Bushtucker Man,
No, he didn't.
Crocodile Dundee. He wrapped it all up into a kind
He
of...
came off the cloth of Crocodile Dundee, which was a fucking fictional character to hype up the Aussie.
He was a animal and conservationist. Okay.
Yeah.
He was about the wildlife. He was
Bushtucker Man
about
is an army
passing on that
historian.
knowledge about wildlife and the environment to the young kids, brother.
Was he, or was he holding it,
Bro.
or did he have a zoo? Was he a zoo guy? He was
Yeah.
a zoo guy that loved animals and
He had
liked
a zoo.
crocodiles and
He
wanted to
had
have
a
a
zoo.
fucking
You're
zoo.
not wrong.
That's different to Bushtucker Man, who was was sent on a mission.
Okay, how about that Andrew Uckles guy? You know Andrew Uckles?
Andrew Uckles is the same cloth as Bushtucker Man.
Oh, okay. Beautiful. At least we can agree on that one, because Andrew Uckles...
Andrew Uckles is a mad cunt.
He's
Shout outs
amazing,
to you, brother.
Big shout out to Andrew Uckles.
And big shout outs to the Bushtucker Man. And also,
And
rest
to
in
the-
peace, Steve
Rest in
Irwin.
peace, Steve Irwin. Yeah.
Always.
Yeah,
But
definitely. I reckon he brought like kind of some light to wildlife, like Ranger Stacey did on Cartoon Connection.
see, look, Ranger Stacey and fucking Totally Wild and all that shit, that's Steve Irwin's cloth.
Yeah, it's still
That's
informative
Steve Irwin.
though.
Yeah, it may be informative. Lots of things in life are informative. Doesn't mean they're the same shit. See, Totally Wild, that's Steve Irwin's cloth. Whereas Bushtucker Man is more of an Indiana Jones.
Okay. And Andrew Uckles.
He's more like, he's an
Okay.
Indiana Jones. Do you know what I mean? He's an outback
Can
Indiana
you remember
Jones.
when he that viral video back in the day, bro, where he caught those snakes with the he caught 5 snakes and then he went rabbit hunting.
Oh yeah, what a sick cunt. So he caught a bunch of black snakes, red belly black snakes they were, and then he went rabbit hunting with them. So he put the snakes down the rabbit hole, and then got fucking mad cunt.
That was crazy.
Steve Irwin isn't doing shit like that, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
Steve Irwin's breeding fucking crocodiles in his fucking thing, so people can come look at them and he can make money off them and go wow.
I'm not a big fan on
Marketing.
zoos, bro. I got to be honest. Not a big fan on
I'm not
on
slandering
zoos. I don't
Steve
take.
Irwin, but what I'm saying, I'm just trying to stand by the fact that Bushtucker Man is an actual icon that should be really respected and held on a higher podium than he is And I think it's all a part of the
Is
dumbing
he still
down.
alive?
Yes, he is. And it's all a part of the fucking dumbing down of Australian society by not showing his fucking shows anymore. Because if they showed his shows, people would probably care. Because his TV show still holds up to high regard, still has informative knowledge, and is fucking amazing. And if somebody had seen like some of these episodes where he goes on these amazing journeys, uncovering things with just his ghetto GPS and his map, maybe there'd be people out there that are like, you know what? I know that location. I'm going to look it up on Google Maps and do deeper research.
Well, it's
'Cause guess
definitely
what?
inspired you, bro. It's
Fucking
inspired
oath
you.
it has. Fucking oath. But if people jumped on Google Maps and looked up those fucking coordinates for that shit, I bet you, the way the internet works, I bet you we'd find that fucking lost colony in a heartbeat, brother.
Okay, he's
Straight
talking
up.
about a Dutch colony.
Lost Dutch colony in the middle of Australia.
All right, so Carney, you're a bit passionate about wildlife and not so much wildlife, I'd say. Yeah, you are, I guess.
I'm
Murray
not
cod.
that passionate about wildlife.
But you like the environment.
I like the environment.
And-
I'm passionate about the environment, not so
Okay.
much the wildlife. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, they're cool. They're cool, but that's not what intrigues me. What intrigues me is like history that is either A, told wrong, or B, rewritten, or C, lying there in front of people's eyes, but no one gives a fuck. That's what intrigues me. Do you know what I mean? Because when I was young, we used to go to lots of places and like see things.
You
And
used to go camping with your dad.
Yep, but we used to also drive like a lot around the fucking. That's why I like driving, bro. I
Yeah.
reckon. But we used to do lots of driving around like areas, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And Dad would be like, oh, that used to be a fucking train track from like the 1800s. That's now just
I've met your dad,
dilapidated.
Neil, and he's full of knowledge, bro.
I love that
he's
shit.
He's pretty much like the Bushtucker man.
So maybe that's why I like Bush. Oh, well, yeah, I used to watch lots of Bushtucker, man. Malcolm Douglas, that sort of stuff when I was young.
Yep.
And
So I reckon you
rest
cut
in
off
peace,
the
Malcolm
cloth.
Douglas. Rest in peace, Malcolm Douglas.
Should the people be expecting maybe like a kind of like a documentary of where you're from, kind of like some kind of things that you get into, like some mysteries, Mallee mysteries?
One of the things out there that I've always wanted to do was a show called Mallee Mysteries, or even if it was a little doco or some sort of things, because I've got a lot of questions that I need to raise with people. And I've got a lot of interesting locations that we can take people and like really.
You got
go-
plenty of locations.
If they
bro.
saw PSTV, they'll like when we went to
That
Swanee.
doesn't even scratch the surface.
Doesn't scratch the surface of some of the shit that
He didn't even take us on any Mallee mysteries, by the way.
I got some fucking shit. I got some fucking shit straight up.
I can see on some kind of John Safran expedition trying
Take
to cover.
Saffron out in the middle of the
You
Mallee.
reckon you'd take Saffron out?
No, you wouldn't be able to cut it.
Taking me out there, bros. So I think it's time to take Saffron to the Mallee. How
You
about
wouldn't be able to
that?
cut it.
What do you
You guys
reckon?
too
I reckon
hot.
that's great.
You guys too hot.
Do
you won't
you
like
reckon
it.
John Safran? I don't
probably
think,
been out there
I
before.
don't think Jewish people are used to hot climates.
Hot climates, brother. Are you serious? Do you know what Israel is? It's the fucking Middle East. It'd be
Is
hot
it?
as fuck there, bro. It'd be hot as fuck there. So I don't think the heat is permitting.
I
per
think they're
race,
in
but
air conditioned.
I just think you'd just
fortresses.
be like, why am I out here? I think you'd just be like, this is fucking boring. I think you'd be bored. It's more to the point. I think you'd just get bored. But anyway, to the point is, I can go out there
That's-
fucking
that's
by
a cool
myself.
idea.
Fucking, but the thing is, there's a lot of shit out there to uncover, and there's a lot of people telling fucking fibs. And the main thing is, no, seriously, because guess what?
You're gonna pull up on some politicians?
I fucking have to. I fucking have to. Because guess what? I don't even think they're lying. I just think they're not educated. I just think they don't know what the fuck's going on. I think they turn a blind eye. I don't think that that's in their budget to give a fuck, and it's not in their paycheck to care. Straight up and down. That's literally what it is.
So you're about to go regulate.
I could regulate on some cunts and ask them, hey, why is this like this is? And people just look at me and go, I don't know.
I think the people are looking for a regulator.
People just say, oh, I don't know. Oh, ask that person. Then you ask that person. They go, oh, ask that person. And then they go, oh, ask Bill. And Bill goes, oh, you should have asked Bob. And then I go to Bob, and Bob's like, oh, I told you to ask Bill. And it's just like that. That's just the fucking way it is. Things are never going to change. Do you know what I'm saying?
I feel you, bro.
Is what it is. But that's why it's up to me to uncover that sort of shit. Because fucking, you know,
Last one left.
the last one left. That like, nah, straight up and down, there'd be some dudes out there that actually care. But guess what? They're sitting in a fucking shed. Being like, oh, that has the answers. There's cunts out there that got
reckon?
answers,
Yeah.
bro. And they're like, no one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck. People only seem to care about me Massey Ferguson, or me fucking Ford, or me one tonner. They've got the fucking answers of where this is and what that used to be, but they only care about their fucking.
We were talking about that.
308.
Like human nature. So you can show the people the truth, but they won't digest it unless you were saying they got the smoking gun.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink.
You can lead a horticulture, but you can't make it think.
Yes, exactly. But the thing is, I'll give you a prime example of how cunts is lying out here about Australian history. Swan Hill, for example. I was telling you this before. Apparently, quote unquote, one of the largest Moreton Bay fig trees.
Oh, that's a good story.
One of the largest Moreton Bay fig trees in the Southern Hemisphere, so they were proclaiming.
Okay,
bullshit.
you were telling me Burke and Wills came through Swan Hill. I never knew that.
That's what Swan Hill likes to say. They like to say that Burke and Wills came through Swan Hill and planted that fucking thing.
That Moreton Bay fig tree.
Bullshit. It was planted by a doctor who actually drowned in Lake Boga.
Oh, really? I
And
went
it
to
was
the
a
lake, but you
stunt.
took me there, bro.
Yeah, it's nice. And it was a stunt to get people back through Swan Hill as like tourism. Oh, we'll put it on the Burke and Wills Trail. Do you know what I mean? We'll put it on the Burke and Wills Trail. People don't even know that Swan Hill is actually called Castle Donington. Swan Hill is Castle Donington. That's the actual name of it.
Like Melbourne's called Naarm.
Well, a little bit differently. Melbourne's called Naarm, but it was actually Batman.
Batmania.
Exactly, Batmania. So it's Naarm, Batmania, Melbourne.
So in Coburg, we used to go down to we used to play basketball, and the basketball court was in Batman.
Batman Station.
And I don't know if you knew that there was this little Batman area.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was kind of like a Cremorne, the Cremorne of Coburg.
Coburg, Cremorne.
But it was called Batman. And I used to love it. I'm like,
Fucking
what the
sick.
fuck's this fucking area? Batman?
Yeah.
Batman? But yeah, I didn't associate it with
Fuckery.
fuckery. Yeah, the system.
I'm like, the thing is, I don't want to be fucking so downtrodden on like the fucking system. I just think that it just comes down to education and passing on knowledge and all that sort of stuff. And people don't give a fuck because guess what? Because so much stuff's happened in the past where it's like, you know, it's not viable to pass on certain stories. Motherfucking, depression happened. Cunts aren't fucking worried about passing on where fucking this old hut used to be.
Way before the Depression, bro.
Yeah, I know,
just
but I'm just saying
researching about the Dutch.
that's just an example.
What the fuck are Dutch people doing in a place where there's no water?
Well, exactly. They've never found. Well, actually,
There's 300 people of them.
yeah.
There's
Hold
300.
up. We've actually got a redux on that story because that was an old video that I showed you. Last year, Bushtucker man came out the woodworks and said that they actually had found potentially the remains of that civilization. So that's cool.
So he hit Instagram just recently.
He's on Instagram. Yeah, I got him on Instagram.
Is he dropping
He's
a
not
DM
active.
right now, bro?
Yeah, but he's
Come
not
on,
active, bro. Like,
hit
he's-
him up in a DM.
Bro, he's like 65 years old. He's not fucking rocking Insta.
I don't think he's rocking his Insta. Someone's going to be rocking his Insta.
Look, Bushtucker man. He's
Okay, send him a DM.
'Cause
What
he
do you
was
reckon?
G&R.
You reckon Carney should send him a DM?
Bushtucker man. Fucking old mate Les Hidden's fucking legend. Look at
Les.
these photos. Maddest cunt.
Okay. We're going to get in contact with Les. My uncle's called Les.
Boom, look at that. Here we go.
There you go.
Look at them remains, bro.
There you go. Look at that. I'm very Dutch.
Crazy. Like, that's like 25 years after that episode came out.
Very Dutch.
Here we go. Research details of the Dutch settlement in 1708 in Central Australia can be found at the base of bushtuckerman.com.au.
Yes.
Fucking
yes.
my man. This is what I like to hear. See, now the crazy thing is, he was also talking about a Aboriginal group that lived near these blokes.
Okay, yeah, and they would shave their beard like Dutchmen.
Yes, they would.
They would pluck out their hair.
They were the only tribe to be found that did this particular style of beard, and they would actually pluck
It's a
their
better
beard.
fade than I got.
Better fade than both of us, brother. He showed photos as well, and they
Flavor
all had
fade.
Dutch beards. So, here we go. Dutch colony in Central Australia, 1708. There's a whole PDF on this shit.
He's dropping PDFs.
Good websites have
Bless
PDFs.
your heart, Les.
Good.
Oh.
Wow.
How does Joe Rogan conduct a long podcast without going to the toilet?
I think people take pisses before the podcast happens.
That's what my mum used to say.
So, yeah. Oh, here we go.
Take a piss before the podcast. Alright, if you don't know, www.posseshot.com is the one-stop shop where you can get hooked up, T to B, dressed in finesse, okay? Hooked up with that steez. We got the hoodies, we got the crew necks, we got the house shorts. What else we got, Connie? We got the track pants.
Oh, so
Go
you know
cop
how
that
he's
shit.
www.posseshot.com. So you know how he's talking about Mount Singapore?
Yeah.
The guy had given the coordinations. It's actually been changed. The name it's called Ayers Lookout.
Ayers Lookout.
So that was actually, wow.
Wow.
That's fucking crazy. Oh, you guys, if you just want to see these photos, go to bushtuckerman.com.au and just go down the bottom. It says Dutch Colony, Central Australia, 1708. But the thing is, shout outs to Bush Tucker Man all day because...
You reckon a Bush Tucker Man NFT would go off?
Yeah, it would. Well, if you actually go to his website, you can see all of the native flora and fauna. Because if you guys don't know Bush Tucker Man, what his whole deal was, is he was in the army, right? And he was given a mission to go through Australia, link up with like Aboriginal tribes, all this sort of stuff, and take samples of all the native fucking trees and fruits and vegetables and shit, and then send them back to the lab to be like tested for nutritional value, what you can eat, what you can't eat, all this sort of stuff, and then to make a massive chart on all the Australian fruits and vegetables and edible things, which is absolutely amazing.
That's great.
Yeah, because so far...
I've actually seen a Bush Tucker Man episode where he found some kind of like oysters off the side of like God knows where.
Yeah.
And he was quite surprised they were there.
Mm. Well, the crazy thing is Australia actually has its native flora has the highest nutritional content value out of all food in the world.
Mm. Bush tomatoes.
In the world. Paddy melons. Oh, they say don't eat paddy melons. Right here, there's a big fucking skull and crossbone. Do not eat paddy melons. But look, lolly bushes, native kapuk bush, coconut palm, bush lemons, scurvy weed, witchetty grubs, sisad palm, don't know what the fuck that is, insect gall, bloodworm apples, emu poison bush, don't eat that. Do you know what I mean? Johnston River almonds, do you know what I mean? And the only thing that is actually exported, you know this, yeah?
Macadamia nuts, brother.
Macadamias. Out of all of the... Look at this. I'll scroll for the camera and just show you how much things there are that he's got listed just on his website. Look at all that. And the only thing we export is macadamias. Not even kumquats.
Not even kumquats?
Probably couldn't get... If you were in America, you probably couldn't get a kumquat, mate. I don't reckon. If you're in America and you've eaten a kumquat, let us know.
I'll tell you what, bro. When you say kumquat, do you know what I think?
What?
I think of apple pie.
Kumquats. Well, this, Alexandra palm.
Chuck them in with your fucking apple pie. Bada bing, bada boom. You got yourself a nice pie. Put some of that nice, what are they called? Peter's vanilla bean.
He's even got how you can eat them.
Maybe some Maggie beer.
If you can eat them raw, or if you can, how long you need to cook it for. There's Boab trees in Swan Hill. There is.
Tell me about the Boab trees, Carney.
There's 2 fucking Boab trees in Swan Hill.
Okay. And what do they look like?
You know what a Boab tree is? Boab trees are native to only a few places on Earth. I'm serious. India, Africa, Madagascar.
Preach, bro.
Madagascar. Some other joints. And then they're going to say Australia. But guess what? They're not native to Australia, because in Northern Territory they found a 900-year-old African coin.
Come again.
Northern Territory, they found a gold coin dating 900 years old. African coin, middle of fucking nowhere, right next to a Boab tree. Now, the official story is Boab trees got to Australia because the husks float along the ocean. But all the Boab trees are found inland. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Right next to the Bradshaw paintings. Everybody want to research the Bradshaw paintings?
That's crazy.
Also found next to Boab trees.
Yep.
Bradshaw paintings are not Aboriginal paintings. Okay? Because the study on the Bradshaw paintings, all of the tribes in the area said that they are not done by our mob. Different style of painting.
Crazy.
Completely different style of
Crazy.
painting. And if you actually want to research it, have a look at these flicks, bro. I'll type in Bradshaw paintings right now.
Make sure you link all these people with the flicks.
Yeah, so that's some crazy shit. Like, I don't know, the Boab trees, Baobab trees.
Are they the trees that they used to carve the shields or the boats out of the canoes?
No, I don't think they carve things out of it. They indigenous people used to carve like the fruits and stuff like that. They'd carve like mad little paintings in it and stuff like that. Well, not paintings, I guess, but mad carvings and shit.
In the Boab.
Yeah, but there's like old school ass cave carvings inside the tree, like that one I showed you earlier. I'm from Bushtucker, man. Big fucking letters.
That was huge.
From like
the
18
Boab tree was
massive.
Was massive. It was like
So
a carrot.
Mother Nature provides, because that's pretty much a water tank. Straight up, that shit can hold like 32 whatever liters of 32,000 or some shit.
It's wild.
Crazy. Anyway, from Madagascar, all that sort of shit. And now
Puts
they're in
Alka
Australia.
Power, shame.
But, they are important to Indigenous people and stuff like that in the history of it. But my contention is that they're not native to Australia. Some motherfucker brought them here.
Interesting, bro.
What do I know, though? What do I know, What do I know? I'm just a dude on the internet.
Well, bro, you've been real informative, bro. You've been real informative.
Yeah, so people are probably like, fuck this cunt. How dare he talk about fucking history? Rah. Well, who else is going to talk about it? If I don't talk about it, at least I'm sparking some interest, because guess what? You guys can prove me wrong, and when in the process of proving me wrong, you're going to learn some stuff. So sick.
Exactly. I love it. Top job, bro. I learned about Boab trees. I learned that Steve Irwin's like Ranger Stacy. I learned that there's heaps of amazing native ingredients out there.
And we need to rock them.
So
shout outs to who? What's old mate's fucking name?
Ben Shuri from Attica.
Yo, Ben Shuri from Attica. If you would like to enlighten me on this sort of stuff.
I reckon you guys, if you sat down and you had a conversation, I think you guys would probably be on the same page about certain things. Yeah, it'd be a really good podcast, you and Ben Shuri.
That'd be fresh as. I don't know anything about you, sorry, bro, but I know you rock Attica, and I've eaten Attica before, and it was amazing.
I know about Attica.
Bro,
big respect.
Bro. They had, one time, okay, shout outs to my lovely girlfriend, okay, we had potatoes.
So you've had Attica?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Oi.
Tell us about it.
Bro, we had potatoes that were cooked in the dirt they were grown in, brother. So these potatoes grew in the dirt, and instead of just plucking the potato out of the dirt, they cut all the dirt around the potato and pull that out, and then they cook it, like the dirt and everything. They cook the dirt and everything. The dirt obviously gets hot, old school spec, and it's like an inner city hungy or something, I guess.
That's cool.
Very fresh. Anyway,
cool.
I really commend the creativity on that and the design direction.
Did it taste? Was it like smoked dirt?
It was earthy. It was fucking amazing.
So you did. It was real deep.
It was fucking amazing. Like straight up, it was actually fucking amazing. So shout outs to you, and shout outs to my missus for letting me experience that.
But Ben Shuri, get us a table there. Get Posseshot a table there. I want to try his food.
Yeah, fucking oath. It's pretty mad. Like the servings are pretty small, but it was pretty fucking good. It was it was interesting. Like,
but it's all about the local ingredients.
Yeah, it was just a little bit also about the story, about how it was made and stuff like that. It like makes you like appreciate it so much more when there's a bit of like an intrigue of what's going on, because like you go to a restaurant and like the food gets whacked on the table, you go, oh yeah, eat swar, fucking old pimple face out the back fucking cooked it.
Yeah,
but
so,
you go there
they say
like,
that food is like art. Okay,
it definitely is art. Yeah,
it definitely is art. So with art comes performance.
Yeah.
Okay, and narrative.
Yep.
And
narrative's a big thing.
Definitely, and to orchestrate all that, I think people like Ben Shuri and other kind of master chefs out there, they put cooking into a new level, sourcing out materials, ingredients, and then creating artworks with them. Yeah. So yeah, big respect. Get us a table, bro, please.
Hey, but guess what, Ben Shuri?
Please.
I don't know if you're going to beat Dragon Hot Pot, brother.
Wait a second. You've got a really cool concept you could probably pitch to him.
Yeah.
You've got kangaroo hot pot.
Yeah, hot pot.
Hot pot.
Hot pot. But anyway,
Man, save it for the
that's
next
another story.
podcast.
That's the next story.
Done,
Anyway, one
done,
love.
done.
Everybody,
One love.
shout outs. Thanks for watching another sequence. All that sort of shit. It's going down. We're going to talk about food. We're going to talk about history. We're going to talk about music. We're going to talk about art. We're going to talk about culture. We're going to talk about all the things that make things fresh and all the things that are going to help you stay fresh and get the shmoney up all the fucking way. 111.
Big yourself up for the support, okay? www.posseshot.com.
You know
Go
what it
cop yourself
is.
some merch, bro.
Straight
one
up.
love,
Season,
one love.
season. Oh, yes. It's also winter. So make sure you go get the guns.
Go cop
this
that
is old
shit.
hoodie. You can't get this one no more. So shout outs to everybody that got this one. It stays up from the feet up. You know what it is.
One.